Hi, welcome back to Appalachian Eats. I'm Jessica DeLong.
And I'm Dottie DeLong. And today we're going to make one of our family favorites, Hamwiches.
And where did we find Hamwiches at?
Well, Hamwiches started out with a pizza place back in West Virginia. It's a franchise that called,
Gino's.
Gino's.
I know every Gino's in Wayne County.
Gino's, and they called them, they were Publiches.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked with Rebel Barn, and I ate there one day, and I said, those were really delicious. We could do these. Mm-hmm. So we did them, but we wanted to make them our own, so we switched it up just a little bit, and we called them Hamwiches.
Hamwiches, and they are really, really good. So what we're going to do to get started is I'm going to go ahead and make up a dough. You can use frozen bread dough, whatever kind of a pizza type dough that you like to use, you can use that. I'll leave a link below with the recipe and also a link to the recipe on all recipes where I got my dough from. So I'm going to work on the dough while she renders out, that's what we call it, renders out the this is Virginia baked ham, right?
Yes,
what we got this time.
Shaved ham.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what she's going to do is cut this really, really fine, and then we're going to put it into the oven to render out. Because if you put just the ham, from the deli straight on the Hamwich and bake it, it gets really watery. We don't like that. We like the more dry sandwich. So she's going to work on that, and I'm going to work on this, and then we'll come back and show you how we put it together before we put it in the oven. Okay, this dough that I have here does not require it to rise. It's a quick dough, so it just has to rest. I usually let it rest about 10 minutes. We have the ham in the oven right now. It's rendering out, and as it gets closer, Mima is going to get a strainer and strain all the water out of it, so that's not a problem. We're going to go on ahead and put out our dough on here to make our two Hamwiches. And then we're going to put these in the oven just for a few minutes to get a nice crust on it, because I like to have the top kind of done. I don't like my dough to be doughy, so I like to go ahead and put it in the oven for a little bit before we add everything on top. So that's what we're going to do right now. I had to put a lot of oil on my hands. Be able to deal with this. Okay, so we'll divide this into two. It is sticky, so you might want to get a little oil.
I better oil me.
I oiled my hands up really well. And like I said, you could use a pizza dough or anything. You'll want one. You don't want to get a pre-done dough like what's those Bobolis or whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want one of those. You'll want something like this. I'm just trying to get this out in one fell swoop, and I probably won't get this even. We could have weighed them.
Somebody's going to get more.
That's right. So just work this down. This is not the Food Network. Now, when I worked at the Rebel Barn with you guys, I was always impressed how you could take on the edges of the pizza, and I would stand there and go, how do you do that with these little fluted edges?
But that being said, I tried to do that recently.
Oh, really?
I've lost my...
You've lost the touch?
Well, after you've made hundreds and hundreds of them, and then you go so many years and you haven't made them.
But I always thought that was so neat. And when it come time to making a pizza, I would let somebody else do that part because mine was always ugly.
We can give it a try.
And then I just added the stuff to it. So, because even the Hamwiches had that little pretty edge on it. I'm just trying to press this out to where it's nice and even. And this dough's pretty forgiving.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I've used it for years. This recipe, because by the time I decide to make pizza, it's usually too late to put something together to let it rise. So this is 10 minutes. You can have. By the time the oven is heated up, this is about ready to go.
So we're going to give this a try.
You go ahead. I'll watch you.
We'll see.
Okay. I'm just watching. I'm not doing it.
Maybe part of the problem is I have fingernails now.
Well, see that mine never looked that good.
And it's not as pretty.
You hold it, and
I pull.
Oh, no,
I can't explain it.
No.
See, this is nothing.
It's magic.
It's nothing like it used to be.
I usually do this. I go around the edge and go.
This is shameful.
Oh mercy! This is the way I do. I just put a little edge. I am not.
Yeah, I've started. I'm going to finish.
And my hands have lost my oil. Okay, well, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to let her do her thing. One thing before we put it into the oven, we always take melted butter and brush over the top. This helps to give it a nice flavor, the butter, and then we're going to add some garlic salt on top of that. Now see how nice yours is?
I'm getting it. It's getting better.
We have to make another batch of these because this is not enough for us.
Well, maybe
for all of us.
See, like that looks good.
Yeah.
This side, not so much.
Well, this will be mine over here. Mine and Richard's maybe. Now the little ones, they won't want a Hamwich. They'll want pizza or breadsticks. So that's. And here, I'll go and give you this, and you can be buttering yours up. And I think I was the one that got the extra dough because mine seems a little thicker. Okay.
We missed any spots?
I don't think so.
All right.
Looks good.
Good.
All right, so we're going to switch the ham out and put these into the oven to let them just bake, maybe not even 5 minutes.
Okay, now that these are out of the oven and they're hot,
Yeah, don't. Wait a minute.
we're going to add the ham on one side
Okay.
and the cheese on the other. We'll just split them equally.
Now we started out with 3 pounds of ham here, which we will make another batch of these when we're done here. You don't need to see us do it twice, so.
Yeah.
But,
and
it rendered out quite nicely. And when it gets a little bit of a charred look to it, that's when you know it's really good.
It's been a little while, so does this look like enough for you?
I'd add just a touch more. Just a touch more.
Okay. There we go.
Alrighty. So, and I'll hand you the cheese and let you be doing your cheese, and I'll work on my ham.
All right.
All right, let's see. We can move stuff around. I'll bring this over here. Once again, that's hot. So I'll scoot it over here.
It's hot for me.
And where you have that nice fluting on the edge, it keeps everything in nice and tidy.
Well, I can see that I have to get more practice. I tried to do a pie that way this summer, and I was like, oh, I'm done with that.
well, on I think it was Pinterest or Facebook, it was some social media, they had like one of those 5-minute things where they show you all these different ways of making pie crust. And
Yeah.
I thought, why haven't I not thought about some of these? Because it's stuff that you have in the kitchen. So, all right, so half.
Half and half.
Because what you're going to do is half of this is going to be a top and half of this is going to be a bottom. So if you look at this, this is going to be the sandwich part. And usually we cut these into 4 pieces.
Yes.
So you have 4 sandwich sections. Nope, why don't you just throw it there. We got our cheese at Sam's in the big, which I have 6 children, so Sam's is no stranger to me. He and I are good buddies. So, all right. I don't want too much cheese, but just enough. All right. So these are going to go in the oven until they're nice and golden, and then when we pull these out, we'll show you how we put them together. All right. So we have both Hamwiches out of the oven. We kind of rotated them so that the bottoms and the tops got done evenly. Now you'll notice the top gets a little charred on it. That's fine. It's really good like that. Mm-hmm. So, Mima, what's the first thing we're going to put on it?
Well, we're going to cut it in 2. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to add whatever toppings everybody wants.
Okay.
And it's usually everything. If you have it with everything, it is mayonnaise. And if you have people that don't like mayonnaise, and which my husband doesn't, and we had people that would ask not to put mayonnaise on it, mayonnaise or Italian dressing, lettuce, tomato, onions, and banana peppers, mm-hmm. and any of those combinations that they asked for. Mm-hmm. If they wanted everything on it, that's what they got.
Right.
And we did the whole thing.
I remember when I worked at the restaurant with you all, we would have a lady call in, and she would ask for a Hamwich without the ham.
Yeah.
So we just called it, she wants a witch, because there was no ham to it.
Right. So. Okay, we're going to stop right there.
Okay.
And add the toppings from that point. Now, also, mm-hmm. The original sandwich required, the cheese was on the top. You just left it like that. Mm-hmm. But I found, and I always did my own that way, if you flip that over and the cheese is underneath, then you've got a dry bread to hold on to. Mm-hmm. Plus, that cheese helped hold your toppings in.
Right. Well, if you don't, you're going to have to fork and knife it. Because you can't pick it up with the mozzarella cheese. You're going to have it all over you.
I've seen people do it, but
well,
more power to them.
lots of napkins. So
mayonnaise. Mm-hmm. Now, ordinarily in the restaurant business, we would have a mayonnaise squirter.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to. And this is not easy to do when you're just doing it.
Always put it on that side. It's too easy.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it that side.
That's just the way I did it.
That works. That works. Does everybody want everything on their sandwich?
Well, we'll go ahead and make this one everything. I know your Rick doesn't like
right.
the mayonnaise, so we'll do that one with,
Yeah. Do you want to just do the half?
Sure, we can just do, you and I, we'll cut that.
Yeah.
Because this isn't like one portion. This is actually 4 portions here.
Yes. A regular Hamwich was 2 slices was a normal Hamwich. A large Hamwich was 4 slices, which was more than one person could eat at one time.
We would usually order a Hamwich, my husband and myself, and we could split it. Yep. That's loud. And the banana peppers. Mm-hmm. To me, the combination of the onion, banana pepper, and the mayo with the lettuce and tomato is what makes it. That's just a distinct flavor. It's just good stuff. Okay. And I know you'll want tomato too.
Yep.
Let's put 4 on there. Now, for me, cutting it was the booger.
That's kind of what you have to learn to do.
Mm-hmm. Because we would always, pile it on.
All right, and then I like to flip it over that way.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Ooh, it's hot.
I know it's very hot.
Imagine that. It was in a 400-degree oven. Gotta turn the oven off. Yeah.
Let me have yes, pot holder. I'll flip this around a little bit more
Okay. I'm gonna try
for
to
my left hand.
move everything out of the way. We could have got a bigger knife. I could have got a knife.
No.
Must be done this way.
Alrighty.
Okay. So.
Where's your little? I bet it's in the sink.
Yeah.
We'll do it this way. It's the way we did it at work. All right. That is one.
Look at that. Look at all that goodness. Look at that.
And
Okay.
two.
All right. Now, you know we have to taste this.
It's too hot.
I know. I know, but we have to. Okay. Let's move this out of the way.
Oh, I know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we might have to have an eye.
Let's see. Can I?
I don't know.
Oh, if I can do it, you can do it.
Okay, here we go.
Just a tip. Maybe like this. And the fun thing is, after you're done, you get to scrape all that up
Yes.
with your hands.
I usually ask for a fork because I have as much laying on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know, Jess. This is really hot. Really hot.
Okay, you want a fork?
Yes, I want a fork.
I'll relent. I'll relent.
You need a fork?
Okay.
I'm going to cut the tip off.
There you go. I'll try to be brave.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't blister myself. All right, here we go.
That's a bite.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Oh, that's right. It's good.
This has been a while since I've had a Hamwich.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think the Sam's cheese, because I know it's what we used. That was what we used at the restaurant?
I think we did.
It tastes really good. It's a really buttery cheese, and it just with all the other flavors. Wow, it's good. It's good.
That was good.
Mm. Well, I don't know if we can stop to eat our own. We gotta make some more.
Oh man.
We'll eat ours first. We've been working hard.
We have people around the corners just staring at us, drooling.
Yeah, walking down the hallway and that kind of stuff. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and end this video. And like I said, I'll leave all of the links down below, link to the recipe and a link to the recipe for the dough, because that's from All Recipes where I got that. So, Happy New Year to you, and we'll catch you next time with Appalachian Eats.